try again. Hey guys, what's going on? Today we are going to discuss micronutrients which are essential for a healthy thyroid, okay? For those of you who do not know, I was diagnosed with hypothyroidism a little over 3 years ago, and being a personal trainer, working in the health and fitness industry, lifting all the time, eating a shit ton of chicken constantly, I was very thrown off when all of a sudden I gained 40 pounds like this, and it was like, so in the last three and a half years, I have really invested a lot of my time and energy, not only annoying the shit out of doctors by asking them a lot of questions, but also spending my own energy and time and money buying textbooks and reading medical journals about endocrinology, okay? So I'm not a doctor, however, because this is very personal for me and it really hits home, it's something that I'm obviously very like invested in trying to understand. So I'm gonna share this information with you here. If you have not seen my other videos, be sure to check them out, where I'm sharing a lot of information about my hypothyroidism journey over the years. I have also written a couple of like little tiny like few page ebooks that you can download free of cost from my website www.shiba.coach. okay, so check those out. If you see me looking down like that, okay, it's very stealth and subtle. It's like I'm checking out a really hot guy right there. Right there, yeah. It's because I have my notes taped to my camera. I couldn't possibly remember every single point I wanted to say, so that's what that is, okay? I'm not distracted, I promise. My focus is you and making you aware of what's going on. For the thyroid to function properly and like just at top-notch quality, we need to bear in mind that there's two things we really have to evaluate in our body and our diet. Number one is selenium. I know Google calls it selenium, but in my mind, I still want to say selenium. I don't know why. By the thyroid gland. Okay, so we're off to a horrible start. I'm going to try that again. Selenium protects the thyroid gland against oxidative stress or damage. It's also extremely essential for the thyroid gland because it helps it convert the T4 hormone into the T3 hormone, okay? So it's really important for building the thyroid hormones in the body, and it's very essential, and the largest quantity of selenium is found and contained within the thyroid. It's not really required by other parts of the body as much as it is by the thyroid gland. Now here's the kicker. Excessive amounts of selenium can be extremely toxic in the body. There's actually like an old gentleman in Australia who read online that like selenium could cure cancer, and so he went and bought a shit ton of it, and he actually died because of how toxic it is, and it caused poisoning in his body. So please don't medicate yourself with like selenium vitamins. If anything, selenium is actually better absorbed through the body when it comes from organic compounds or materials. So you really want to refer to like the foods that are rich in selenium, such as we have cereals, grains, Brazil nuts, which are a very high source of selenium, in which case you should only take about 1 ounce of Brazil nuts maybe once a week because they contain a lot of it. And then we have chicken, we have meats, oats, as well as fish, okay? So just remember that eating like these kind of foods is very essential for your thyroid, not just for helping you build lean protein and like helping you build lean mass and all that stuff, but even from a thyroid perspective, it's just fucking good and dandy. The number two thing is iodine. Now, iodine is not, again, something that you want to get through your supplements. It's something that you really want to get through your diet. The only purpose of iodine is it is used by the thyroid gland in our body. So it literally has no other function than the thyroid, and we only need about 150 micrograms a day. So the other thing to mention is while iodine deficiency can be bad for the thyroid, an excessive amount of iodine can also be bad for the thyroid. So these are things to remember, that even though the things that are essential for us in excessive amounts can be very disastrous for us. So it's really good to just eat a well-balanced diet. Okay. What are the sources of iodine? We've got cheese, eggs, yogurt, iodized salt. We've got seafood as well as seaweed. The thing is, when I was reading up about seaweed and like its iodine levels, all the different articles and studies I read had various opinions about this, and they were talking about kelp and seaweed and stuff like that. So that I kind of wanted to mention at the end, because don't trust seaweed as a good source of iodine. Rather refer to the other things I said prior to that. Okay? Does that make sense? Maybe? I don't know. Let's get into the vitamins and minerals, which are not absolutely crucial for your thyroid, but they're absolutely essential. Okay, like, I mean, you want these too. Not only are they good for your thyroid, but as someone who is very obsessed with being healthy, they're also good for you on a lot of other levels, but I'm not gonna like bore you with that. Starting with vitamin C. Now, we know vitamin C is good for your body, it's good for your immune system, it's a great source of collagen. It has a lot of benefits for the body. How does it affect the thyroid? Well, I'm gonna tell you, okay? It can actually help improve abnormalities of the thyroid hormone. Not only that, but if there are low levels of vitamin C in the body, it can lower the metabolism of selenium. So that is why it is extremely, extremely essential. Now, vitamin C, you can get, oh, I don't have the sources. Shit. Incredible sources of vitamin C are generally from citrusy foods, which we all know. Not only that, but kiwis are an excellent source of vitamin C, and green chilies, okay? So this is why you gotta add a little bit of spice to your life. It's for your thyroid, it's for your health, okay? That's why you need those chilies in your life. Focus, Shiva. Okay. Next we have vitamin D, i.e. sunlight. Yes, okay. Now if you live up north anywhere or in a colder region of the world, most likely in the winter time, your doctor will give you vitamin D supplements or like drops or something to take. Very, very essential. Not only is vitamin D very important to help your body absorb selenium, like it's required for that purpose, but it's also really good for your bone and mineral metabolism. Vitamin D, again, can come from something as basic as sunlight. You can also get your vitamin D through your diet, through salmon, through egg yolk, as well as fortified milk and cereals. Let's talk about iron. Iron is very, very essential because a lack of it can really impair thyroid function. It's also very essential for the T3 and T4 hormone. It can cause fatigue when we are in deficiency of it, and it's very, very essential for your body in general. And if you are exercising or working out, that also increases your body's need for iron in general. So if you are also training and you are hypothyroid or you have any kind of thyroid issues, really consider getting your blood work done and checking your iron levels. Some incredible sources of iron are meat. Okay, and if you don't want to eat meat, you can refer to lentils as well as fortified cereals. Now, I've never tried any of these fortified cereals, but I saw them on a lot of like the lists of like good sources of these vitamins and minerals. So I'm gonna have to look this shit up. Like, I'm just like, what is this fortified cereal everyone keeps talking about? Can I eat Lucky Charms? Like, tell me. Then we have vitamin B12. A deficiency in vitamin B12 can actually like be very detrimental to your health. It can affect your cognitive function. It can affect memory. It can affect like your depression. So a deficiency in vitamin B12 can actually also affect your blood circulation. Okay, blood circulation is like super essential for having a healthy gland no matter what it is. So when there is a deficiency in vitamin B12, the red blood cells can't move from the bone marrow into the bloodstream, and so that creates even more problems. So make sure you get your vitamin B12 checked as well. And also, like most hypothyroid patients generally have a B12 deficiency. Now I'm going to tell you the sources of vitamin B12, which is like meat, dairy, fortified cereal, etc. And that's just gonna be like the source of everything in general. Just eat meat, cereals, fortified cereals, grains, eat a lot of lentils, you know what I'm saying? Just eat that stuff, and that's gonna be the solution to every problem ever. But the funny thing is, and then you read another study and then it tells you why grains are like really bad for you, and then you're like, Okay. Next we have magnesium. Magnesium is really, really essential not only for your thyroid, but it's also really good as a relaxer or a recovery tool when training is concerned. It can help with hypertension and asthma. If you don't want to take magnesium in pill form, you can actually get magnesium in like a lotion or a spray that you can actually just apply to the skin, and it can also be very, very beneficial in that way. Sometimes when people have like injuries or they have like cramps in their muscles, you can use like a magnesium spray or lotion, and you can like actually massage that into that part, and it can really, really help. So that's just like a little side note for you right there. You're welcome. Last but not least, we're on the Z or the Z of the list. I actually didn't even start at A and make all my way down. Isn't it funny that I'm actually ending with a Z? Why can't I do this? Zinc. That's it. We're almost done. Well, this is it. Okay. Now, zinc is very, very essential because it's required for the synthesis of the thyroid hormone. But then the thyroid hormone is required for the synthesis of zinc. So this little vicious circle is often the reason why hypothyroid patients can have a deficiency in zinc. Zinc, again, is also one of those things that we use in the training world to help us with our recovery as well. It's also really, really good for your immune system. But did you also know that a deficiency in zinc can cause hair loss? So there may be many, many reasons why you are losing your hair through hypothyroidism. I did as well. But a deficiency in zinc could be one of those reasons, and another reason why you should get your blood work done. I say this all the time. I say to all my clients, get your blood work done regularly, get your physicals done, make sure your health is on track. And if there is a deficiency anywhere, either take the appropriate supplements if that's what your doctor says, or just have a more holistic diet overall, so to make sure you're getting all the essentials just through your food and you're not like popping pills all the time like me. I'm not. That was a joke. Maybe, I don't know. Is it? I don't know. To make things easier, just like I have been doing over the last few videos, I have created a little ebook with all these like little tidbits of points and like facts that I've given you, so you can download this and have this as a little cheat sheet. It can help you maybe figure out what you need to add or remove or whatever into your diet. So go download it. It's completely free. It's not gonna cost you a dime. It's just gonna cost you your time. Oh my god, I love that. I just came up with that. Mind blown. That was a mind blown sound. Go check it out. If you have any other questions, comments, or concerns, leave them down below and I will do my best to answer all of them. Make sure you follow me on Instagram because I'm always sharing recipes and other tips and things and blah there. So I can always use more Instagram friends, you know what I'm saying? Don't forget to subscribe to this video if you liked it so you get alerted when I'm posting more content on this subject. Until next time, think strong always, and I'll talk to you guys again very, very soon.